Decentering men. It's time to live for me and be happily ever after. No hate to y'all men and women like me. Want to take a break and focus on ourselves. No hate to y'all, but it's just time to back. I'm okay with not being the good girl. Emphasis on not. I'm okay with not being the good girl. I realize living for 24 years, it doesn't matter how much you don't drink, how much you don't smoke, how not provocative you're not, showing your body, whoop-de-whoop, trying to be the good girl. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how classy you are, how long you saved your virginity. It don't matter. None of this really matters. How good you are, how pure you are. People will take you for granted because how good you are. The era of 2024, they don't care. It don't matter what career you have. Men do not care. Men can still treat you like shit, whether you cooking or cleaning for them, working, splitting the bills with them, being classy, got a good job. Y'all already know the rundown. Men will still drag your ass. I'm not saying be a whore or do this and that. Be your authentic self and don't live for anyone. And that's what I'm on. This is about me or what I'm changing about myself because I was that. Men like what they like. And once I realized I couldn't satisfy everyone, the more I tried, it brought me stress and delusion for men. So that's why I said I'm okay with not being the good girl and just being me completely. Being my authentic self. Not trying so hard, oh, I don't smoke. That's so unclassy. Oh, I'm not going to take this shot. That's unclassy. You're not going to get a husband. Whoop-de-whoop. You still can get dragged. But at the same time, I still have dignity and morals, if that makes sense, for you, not for men. I don't live for a man. I don't live for men, period. I tell them get the F on if they do something I don't like, and we might argue, but I'm on to the next. I'm with my friends, enjoying my life still at the end of the day. I don't need a man to be happy. I would love to have companionship one day. I'm not denying that. I'm not going to stop my life adventures for it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm okay with being the old cat lady. I was never the female who would ditch her friends or make her friends be the third wheel over a man. Whether if I was with somebody, I will always make them feel welcome, hang out with them. Sometimes I might get bored of being with my man and leave the house, but I was never that type of friend. I would never be if I were in a relationship. Females do that. That's how obsessed they are with having companionship or being with a man. Y'all live for men and I don't. That's women's problem. They don't have self-love within themselves to be okay with being single. They think being single is a disease and it's not. Then men always say, oh, you're gonna die alone, whoop-de-whoop, wop, blah, blah. And you notice it's coming from men who can never get the bitch they want. It's coming from men with multiple baby mothers. It's coming from men who are broken inside and don't know how to vet a woman or have mommy issues. It's always coming from them. It's never coming from a man that's like Sierra's husband that she prayed for. It's always a brokey, a Pookie and Ray Ray, a hurt child, or a man who really deep down like men. Stuff on social media, y'all hear, tune it out. And that's another way to decenter men is take a break from the social media because it's always a gender war between us. How they hate us so much. Everything is our fault. The rest of the 2024, I'm decentering men, like I said. This doesn't make sense because y'all say this stuff, but doesn't the same thing apply to you? You're single. You never had a girlfriend in years. So who are you? These men always are projecting their hurt. They're always projecting. They're always in a woman's business wondering what we're doing to bash us. Clock that T. To help dissenter from men, I'm just going to prioritize my goals, focus on them, being around people with positive mindsets, and have goals for themselves that are not in a riffraff, that are not in drama, period. Successful people You never know, the least expected when you're focusing on you so bad, real bad, on your goals, just on you, your finances, your mental health, your hobbies. Least expected, your husband might come around. So that's why I'm saying, like, I'm gonna just focus on my goals. Like my dad always tell me, focus on you. And a good guy will come around when it's least expected, when you're not looking for it, where you're not at these clubs or bars trying to find the next F-boy, the next Pookie and Ray Ray to waste your time and not spend money on you. So I just don't want to be around it anymore. I'm outgrowing it. It's boring. It's the same thing. What are we celebrating? We're not successful. Why do I need to go out every weekend? All of my going out is for boosting my ego. Stay focusing on my goals. That also includes going in environments and events that's going places where my mind can grow. I'm educating myself. Different environments play a part. You're not going to find a wholesome man at cities or stadiums. That's just a bar and lounge in Virginia. A club, period. You're not going to find a man, a wholesome, God-fearing man. You're going to attract Pookie and Ray Ray. You're going to get what you're looking for because we're there to have a good time. Whether it's drugs, sex, money being exchanged, or getting treated. That's all it ever is. So I want to stop going to these type of places all the time like I usually do because I'm young, and that shouldn't stop me from going to places where I can excel my mind. Especially being in grade school, middle school, high school, up until now, I'm not seeking male validation. I love getting male attention, whether it's spending money on me, boosting my ego, does something to me, makes me feel like a bad bitch like every other female, because I'm not the only one who loves this type of attention. This is just a high, this is just a rush. It doesn't last long. It doesn't last long, and I'm tired of that. Like, I'm tired of, oh, I might be picked. Somebody might get tired of me and go elsewhere and do the same thing to the next girl. So we're all in rotation with these men, in these men's eyes. Not all men, because there are good men out there, but I believe we're all in rotation, What they do to me, they doing to her next. Once I'm gone, he get the next girl number. These type of environments that I spoke on. Yeah, it's just a high for a moment. When a guy's not consistent, he's on to the next. So I don't want to seek male validation anymore. I'm tired. It's draining. It has you in your feelings, whoop-de-whoop. And looking for guys in the wrong place would definitely set you up for that. So I don't want to do that no more moving forward. And older, I realized I wanted to change. Live and walk through nature and be genuinely happy because I'm alive today. Because I woke up this morning. Because God made me the chosen one and I have a purpose. So yes, I don't live for men. I quit listening to, hey beautiful, hey yo shawty, red shirt, at the gas station, at the gas pumps. That doesn't faze me, and I'm pretty sure a lot of women came to the conclusion like this is just talk to get in our, to drop these draws. These men aren't intentional, so decenter them. Let's take a break. It's not saying, oh, I hope all men die. It's taking a break so we can work within, fix the inner issues that women got going on. Hey, yo, shawty, and hey, beautiful. It doesn't get me giddy anymore. It makes me more angry. Like, stop talking to me at the gas station. And the reason why it makes me angry, because men are not intentional. It's just a high. It's just a rush. I value myself a lot more, decentering men. I changed for the better. Being 24 now, like, I'm starting to get older and I feel the difference. Like, I'm maturing better, more and more every day. Still have work, but I've changed a lot more. I value myself so much. When I attend events that makes me uncomfortable, I will leave without any notice, without telling people, but I would just go. If I'm emotionally drained, I will cut that person off, whether it's a male or a female. Life is too short. Cut somebody off with no explanation, especially with men. If I see a red flag I don't like, I'm gone. You don't have to explain yourself. It's no hard feelings. It's just we're not compatible. I don't argue as much with people anymore. I'll be the bigger person. I respect their decisions and move on for my mental health. Try to keep my stress and anxiety levels low as possible. This is the new reinvented me, a work in progress. This is what I try to do. I don't scroll on social media as much as I used to during like being in high school and everything. Unless it's business nail related, I don't do that anymore. For hours comparing my lifestyle to couples and why I'm single, looking at them flourish online, whole time they could be going through things. It bothers me. I just disconnect, take a breath, chill out, do something I like to do. That's another thing people on social media, including me, see relationships, and everybody wants it. Everybody's dying for it. Everybody is lowering their standards, doing anything they can do to get a man. And that's why I said I'm decentering men. Because maybe it's the men I'm picking. Maybe it's all men because I'm not the only person going through this. Do not worry about men. Because they're in the era where they hate women and they're not intentional. Most probably just want the legs. Most are probably down low. Or most men been hurt. Who knows? This is going to be me, a work in progress. I'm not saying, oh, I'm not going on any no dates ever again in my life. Not saying that. Oh, I'm not going to talk to a man ever in my life. I'm not saying that. I'm taking a step back and getting my shit in order and areeonnnn in order. For the rest of 2024, while I still want to be a functioning human being who enjoys life and doesn't depend on anybody to make her happy, and somebody who gets what she wants. So that will be closing out this video. And I hope you women really work within and fix your inner issues, because it's not always a man's fault. It could be us, things that we lack, self-love, self-worth, attitude, you name it. And I would say work on these mainly for yourself, not for a man, but and if you want to be intentional and be in a relationship one day, I would say work on yourself to be a better person. But as of right now, you guys can join the journey with me and other women who've got content similar to this and decenter men for a while and take a break. Learn who you are as a person.